Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for the latest news and information from the city of Greensboro. After a national search, City Manager David Parrish has selected Hannah Cockburn as the new director of the Greensboro Department of Transportation, effective March 16th. Cockburn is returning to the city of Greensboro, where she served as the Long Range and Strategic Planning Manager from 2013 to 2018. For the past 2 years, she has been working in Raleigh for the North Carolina Department of Transportation as its Director of Bicycle and Pedestrian Transportation, then most recently directing integrated mobility, focusing on the intersection of active transportation, micromobility, and public transportation. City Manager David Parrish said Hannah possesses an extensive background in both transportation and planning, giving her a unique ability to lead the city's transportation and mobility initiatives into the future. Hannah knows this community, and she will continue to enhance the services we provide to the community. Cockburn is a member of the Transportation Research Board Standing Committee on Transportation Needs of Natural Parks and Public Lands and has been a Greensboro Housing Authority board member since 2018. The city of Greensboro wants to know your thoughts when it comes to affordable housing. An online survey is open until Wednesday, February 12th. Responses will be included in the Neighborhood Development Department's 10-year affordable housing plan titled Housing GSO. For the past several months, city staff has been conducting surveys and collecting feedback on a variety of housing issues. 4 focus areas have been identified that would be best meeting the current housing needs in Greensboro. The focus areas are as follows: affordable rental housing, neighborhood revitalization, affordable homeownership, and supportive housing. Each focus area includes 4 recommendations on how to turn the focus area into a reality. Residents can rank in priority the 4 focus areas and then the 4 recommendations within each area. For more information about the plan, call Caitlin Bowers, the city's Community Development Analyst, at 336-433-7266. The Water Resources Department will now be led by Michael Borchers, who currently serves as an assistant director. He assumed the role on February 1st. Since joining the city in 2005, Borchers has served as stormwater engineering and planning supervisor, engineering manager, and assistant director. As assistant director, he oversaw the operating divisions within the department: water supply, water reclamation and operations, allocating and monitoring a combined $56 million budget. City Manager David Parrish said Michael has been a key member of our Water Resources Department for the past 15 years and has proven his ability to be a leader for not only the department but also the city. I'm confident our water and sewer infrastructure will continue to be maintained and enhanced under Michael's direction. Borchers has led investigative efforts, established rapid responses, and obtained approval for long-term capital planning activities to permanently address the presence of emerging contaminants in the city's drinking water supply. He is a licensed professional engineer in the state of North Carolina and is a certified Grade 2 wastewater operator and a Grade A water treatment operator. In an effort to help each of us improve our quality of life, the city has partnered with Cone Health for a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Let's check in with our friends at Cone Health for today's news for your health.
1 in 4 Americans suffer from allergies. Don't let the things that contribute to your symptoms stop you from enjoying your activities. I am Dr. Rosalind Hicks, an allergist from Allergy and Asthma Center of North Carolina, a member of Cone Health Medical Group. Let's get started and talk about allergies. Allergies are the common cold. Very similar entities. They both consist of a lot of congestion, runny nose, sneezing. Typically with the common cold, you're going to have, starting out, a little more scratchy throat, sore throat, and you often a little bit of fever. Both can have cough because of the postnasal drip, and you're going to feel a little lousy with the common cold, will run down, dehydrated, those kind of things. And then with allergies, it can be any time of year. Cold may be more common in the winter season. And allergies can be with exposure. You just mow the lawn? Did you just take care of the cat or dog? Did you just clean out the attic with lots of dust? So those are the things we think about to differentiate between a common cold and allergies. The common triggers kind of fall into two categories: indoor, outdoor, seasonal, or year-round. So in the spring, we think a lot about tree pollen, followed by grass pollen and weed pollen, and then we have dust, mite, cockroach, mold, which can be indoors and out, and then any kind of furried animal, dog, cat, gerbil, any of those. So clearly, if we're sensitive to the animals, then we shouldn't have animals, we shouldn't be exposed to them, but we can't really control completely pollen exposure. So if you go outside, if you're doing something involving that exposure, then wearing a mask if you have to mow the grass, wiping off your hands and feet, taking off your shoes before you walk through the house so you don't track the pollen through, minimizing the window being down as you ride down the road, and wiping off the cats and dogs when they come in from their walk so the pollen is not throughout the house and on the furniture, those kind of things. Well, of course, avoidance would be the biggest action that we could participate in to try to minimize symptoms, but side of that, adding medications to minimize the congestion, sneezing, runny nose. I'm a huge proponent of saline rinse, and so that's something easy that's not medicated. It's just salt water flushing out and clearing out the nasal passages so we can take away those allergens that we've been breathing in. I think it is very important to prepare for allergy season so that you can minimize your suffering and you don't have so much congestion and headache or disrupted activity. I like to encourage people to start their medications around Valentine's Day, and usually that'll minimize their symptoms and they can go into the allergy season ahead and symptom-free. It is important for individuals to think about allergy testing if they're having lots of symptoms, uncontrolled symptoms, they've tried multiple medications, or they feel like there's one specific thing that they're really interested in knowing that they're allergic to. And especially if you have upper and lower airway symptoms, if you're coughing and wheezing, then that has become quite the standard for management to consider allergy injections. And we need to know exactly what you're allergic to be able to put in your specific vial so that we can manage you with the injections if we have the positive testing available there. And in the situation where you may be food allergic, having allergy testing can be very informative to know what to avoid. Thank you for joining us. I hope all this information has been helpful to decrease your suffering from allergies. For more information, go to conehealth.com/wellness. I'm Dr. Rosalind Hicks.
Increasing access to nutritious foods is the purpose of a series of forums taking place throughout the community to help underserved communities. We'll have that story and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The City of Greensboro Community Food Task Force will host 4 community connection forums throughout the year. This group of partner organizations and government agencies work toward a healthier Greensboro through advocacy and increased access to nutrition and local foods. The Summer Meals for Youth Forum will take place on Tuesday, February 11th at 2 p.m. at the Barber Park Event Center. Each Community Connection Forum will consist of a presentation from one partner organization or panel, followed by discussion. Individuals or groups are invited to provide updates on feeding programs and related news. The time and location for each forum is 2 p.m. at the Barber Park Event Center, located at 1502 Barber Park Drive. Dates and topics for the Community Connection Forum are as follows: February 11th, Summer Meals for Youth; May 12th, Health and Hunger; August 11th, Food Policy and Advocacy; and November 10th, Keeping It Local, Fresh Food Access. For more information about the Community Food Task Force, visit the city's website. Creative Greensboro, the city's Office of Arts and Culture, is seeking diverse musical acts to perform during this summer's Music for a Sunday Evening in the Park, or MUSEP concert series. The deadline to respond to the open call for musical acts is on Monday, February 24th. This marks the 41st season of MUSEP, and the goal is to make the series the most diverse ever. Chief Creative Economy Officer Ryan Deal said, "We hope this open call will offer an opportunity for local acts from a wide range of genres to be introduced to the MUSEP audience." MUSEP concerts are free live performances held at outdoor spaces around the city from June through August. For more information or to learn more about Creative Greensboro, call 336-373-2547 or visit the city's website. The Communications and Marketing Department encourages residents to bookmark the winter closings pages on the city's website. This is the best way to stay up to date on changes to city government services and hours of operations during inclement weather. Simply visit greensboro-nc.gov/winter closings on the city's website. The winter closings page features a link to an interactive map that shows where snowplows are operating throughout Greensboro. There are also links to the city's official Facebook and Twitter pages. The page also includes the list of local TV stations that report city government closings and delayed openings. Now is the ideal time to visit the city's website and bookmark the winter closings page in advance of any winter weather events. Careers are taking flight thanks to the aviation program at Guilford Technical Community College. Coming up after the break, find out what the curriculum has to offer and how to apply. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. Guilford Technical Community College is helping students get their career in aviation off the ground. Joining me now to tell us about the aviation program is Nick Yale. He is the Director of Aviation Programs at GTCC. Hello, Nick. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Carla. Appreciate it.
Thank you for joining me. Glad to have you. What types of programs do you offer through GTCC's aviation program?
Well, it's a wide variety, but pretty much everything across the board, from flying aircraft to maintaining aircraft to installing new avionics and systems in those airplanes, but also building them. So it's anywhere from building them to flying them. So a little bit of everything, and also specific industry needs when they have a specialized need. So.
Okay, speaking of which, are there job prospects that you would say are available locally when it comes to the aviation industry?
Right now there's more jobs than we have students coming out of the program. Most of the students are hired out of the classroom before they complete. So wow. It's a great time. I mean, it really is. The industry is growing. There's new businesses moving into town that need help, and the bottom line is that if somebody can come through and finish, they've got a job.
Now, is there an ideal student in terms of prerequisites? Are you taking people off the street? Are these kids coming out of special high school programs? Where do you typically get your students from?
Well, students come from, there are some specific high school programs both in Forsyth County and in Guilford County that do feed our program, but the key people can come from anywhere. There's really no background requirement, just basic college-ready English and math, and you're ready to go. Even if you're a little bit challenged on that side, we still have some quick manufacturing career skills, the handset skills that we can do, and that'll get someone employed also. So it's across the board, pretty much anybody that wants to come.
Okay, and what would you say is driving this growth? You said you have more jobs than students when you're talking about our triad and across the country.
Well, it's a national plus local issue, but bottom line is that there's more aircraft in operation today than there was 10 years ago, and it's growing. There's going to be another 20% added. And then you add up that along with the simple fact that the average age in the industry is 49 to 50 years old. Wow. So there's a huge retirement wave everybody's preparing for. So both things are perfect for people coming into the industry. Jobs will be plentiful. There's going to be not enough people to fill them all, what does that normally do to wages? That always helps with that too. So.
What a great field, and I'm sure a lot of people are watching this not thinking about the fact that aviation is a path they could have followed and still could. So tell us a little bit about that in terms of where do you send folks who are interested in the aviation programs at GTCC, how can they register?
Well, what I would recommend is rather than just deciding without any information is come visit us. I mean, every month, other than a couple of months where we transition into the winter holiday or the middle of July, we have an open house. They can come in, talk to the faculty, look at the labs, look at the simulators, look at the aircraft, and make their decision on what area they might take interest in.
Okay. And is there anything you want to add in terms of applying for jobs once the training has been completed? How quickly? You said some of them are already employed before they finish your program.
That's correct. I mean, the majority of students that are in the programs get interviewed and or they see the face of the employers in the classroom before they leave. So basically the employers are coming to us and setting students up on tours, setting students up with apprenticeships, or hiring them outright as they get close to finishing the classes. So, but we do have tours during the program. They can actually go to those employers, see what their organization looks like, and then come back to the classroom and decide if that's for them or not. But also in the end, if they haven't done any of that, they're going to basically get an opportunity to apply at several local businesses before they even leave.
Okay. Is there a phone number you want to leave us with, and can they go online and find out more information?
Well, what I would do is just simply say go to gtcc.edu, and under programs, just put in the filter for aviation programs,
okay.
And then there'll be all the listings there. Any one of them they go into, we'll give them the details, but also we'll give them the link to sign up for one of these monthly visits.
Okay. And what about women? Are they joining this wave of aviation?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We in our flight management program, we have the most women professional pilots. I mean, women make good pilots. We're looking at about 12 to 18% there. Some of the mechanics fields are less, but there's no reason why women can't sign up. I mean, anybody can do it. It's not like you're trying to lift the airplane. You're simply working on pieces of it. So anyone can do it, truly.
Wonderful. Well, I'm going to keep that in mind if I shift gears in my career.
There you go.
Well, Nick, thank you for taking time to stop by and promote the aviation program at GTCC. This is really a remarkable opportunity for our young people or anyone who wants to change their career and try something different. So do come back and give us updates.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate having me.
Thank you. Absolutely. Stay tuned for some useful information about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That's coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact our city is by attending or tuning into City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. The Greensboro City Council meetings are open to the public, but if you cannot make it to City Hall, we broadcast the meetings right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Roku. City Council meetings take place on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building located at 300 West Washington Street. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. Greensboro Downtown Parks Incorporated is kicking off its annual Friends of the Park campaign. Donations help bring local artists, free programs, and community events to the downtown parks, keeping these spaces safe and accessible for all visitors. Contributions are tax deductible. There are a few options set up for giving. Text to give is as easy as texting My Park to 44321. Visit the website to make a donation online or call 336-373-7533 to request a pledge envelope by mail. If you would like to be more connected to the downtown parks and you're a young person in search of a summer job, consider becoming a park ambassador with Greensboro Downtown Parks. These awesome folks are the faces of LeBauer and Center City Parks, helping to serve residents and visitors through active, inviting, and safe public green spaces. The Park Ambassador position offers flexible hours and the potential for year-round work and is an ideal opportunity for college students. For more information, call Greensboro Downtown Parks at 336-373-7533. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight. But first, prepare to mark your calendar for all the great events happening this week on the town.
Hey, this is Josh. There is a lot going on in Greensboro, so let's get started. Beginning on Friday, join the Green Hill Art Gallery for the opening of the North Carolina Women Abstract Painters. 5 of the state's outstanding women artists present their work with live music from Debbie the Artist. The reception will begin at 6 p.m. and the gallery will run through April 11th. For more information, visit greenhillnc.org. Also on Friday, head over to the Carolina Theater for Paramount's Laser Spectacular, the smash hit multimedia laser and light show featuring the original master recordings of Pink Floyd. The Laser Spectacular carries listeners away on a mind-expanding journey driven by cutting-edge effects and has become a must-see classic for Floyd fans of all ages. For more information, visit carolinatheater.com. On Saturday, head over to the Greensboro Coliseum to see the legendary rock band KISS perform their End of the Road World Tour. Known for their trademark, larger-than-life, blistering performances, KISS has proven for decades why they are hands down the most iconic live show in rock and roll. This will be the ultimate goodbye show for the KISS Army. For more information, visit greensborocoliseum.com. If you haven't already, be sure to check out Rocky and Jagger, the Greensboro Science Center's new Sumatran tigers. These tigers are critically endangered, with only 400 or so left in the wild. Come out to view these spectacular animals and learn more about how you can help save wildlife. For more information on the Greensboro Science Center, visit greensboroscience.org. Don't forget, the Triad Stage's run of 2 wolves and a lamb continues now through February 23rd. The local elections in Hallboro, North Carolina pit old friends against each other and special interests rule. Immerse yourself in the rush of the campaign and become a participant as you vote in the election and decide the end of the story. For showtimes, visit triadstage.org. Keep watching FYI Weekly right here on GTN to find out about more events happening on the town.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. Creative Greensboro, the city's new Office of Arts and Culture, is hosting a contest to select a new logo for the office. Interested artists must submit designs by Monday, February 24th. Designs that make the finals will be displayed and the winner will be announced on Friday, March 7th at 7 p.m. at the Greensboro Cultural Center located at 200 North Davie Street. Contest finalists will earn $100 honorarium. The contest winner will receive an additional $1,000 for their completed work. Founded in 2019, Creative Greensboro's mission is to support local artists and organizations, foster cultural equity and arts participation for all, and raise awareness and visibility of the arts. For more information about the logo contest, contact Josh Sherrick at 336-373-7817. To submit a design, visit the city's website. Straight ahead on the other side of the break is this week's Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to Greensboro Public Library. The library's Learning Circles project received a $15,000 grant from UNCG's Department of Communication Studies. 5 grants were awarded for projects emphasizing a commitment to social justice that lead to measurable outcomes for the city. Learning Circles brings together marginalized members of the community who are participating in online study courses to provide peer support and help them navigate the digital world. This project is designed to increase the library's outreach to under-resourced residents and improve their technical skills. For more information about library events and other resources, please visit the library's website. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings. Be sure to download our weekly podcast, Talk City Greensboro. And now GTN is streaming on Roku. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.